Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, organics of all ages, I'm Double R, and today we're covering the cost of Canon. For those of you who don't know what a canon is something with established lore that typically has lore in some sort of media that is easy to research. TV, movie, book, comic, game, etc. That's canon. So why would you want to roleplay a canon character? Well, for starters, you have something that's established. You have lore to go with. You have a set personality. You have things that you can work on, per se. You have this whole list of things to practice with, so you can get your acting chops working on. You can just work on those acting chops. If you write something out and you put it to whatever media, would it still hold as that character? That's something that you get to do as canon. Another thing canon has as an advantage is recognizability, or recognition, as we all know it. Recognition is good. It's easy, it's simple. If you make a Batman, people will flock to Batman because they like Batman. If you make a Superman, people will flock to Superman because they like Superman. You're understanding where I'm getting at with this. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. So, with these simple benefits, I mean there's more benefits to it. It helps you with the fan fictions, whatever, but there are other things. There are other things to worry about. And that is the cost of making a canon. The flaws, if you will. The first flaw is there are fans. There's a fandom for all these canons. There's a fandom. There's a very specific reason why the fandom will react certain ways. If you, say, make a headcanon that they don't feel is necessary or is proper, they'll let you know. If you decide to, I don't know, for the sake of argument, you decide to have characters in a different type of relationship. You know, you're pairing off, say, Tony Stark with Babs Gordon, Barbara Gordon. Both sides are going to have a hissy fit. Not Babs or Tony's characters, but the fandom for each of them. That's one of the costs. You step out of line, the fandom will let you know. Your friends and enemies will let you know. That's not how you're supposed to roleplay that person. And why is this an actual cost? Because it will eat away at you. While you have the benefit of practicing all your acting chops to make sure you write in the head, mind, whatever of that canon, you have to be aware of the incoming projectiles, per se, from other people if you mess up. If you step off the beaten path, they're not going to be happy. That's the big cost. Then there's smaller costs after that. You can't exactly evolve the character, and some of your headcanons can be pretty much retconned by canon itself. If a new comic comes out, if a new game comes out, or whatever, and it negates your headcanon, you're going to be up a creek, unless you want to go to AU. We're going to take the time now to talk about AU. The current thing with AU, a lot of people freak out about it because they think it's a bad thing. It's not. AU happens all the time. And for the canon characters, I think this is something they need to remember. If you make a headcanon, your character is technically AU. If you speak to someone outside your fandom, outside the character's universe, it's technically an AU. Just remember that. It's okay to be AU. It's an alternate universe, that's fine. You're going to hold the canon as best you can, but you're still classed as AU. Remember that. And if we can get that done, then we can push out this weird definition of OC so people can actually make characters and not feel that AU is condensing them. I want to make Jill Valentine, but instead of being in Resident Evil, she's going to be in The Walking Dead. That's not an OC. That's not an OC. But that's another form of OC until we can get AU rectified. You follow what I'm saying? If we can fix the AU problem, those kind of OCs won't be a major thing because, again, it won't seem so bad. That's pretty much the overall gist of this whole thing. Short, I know, but it's pretty straightforward. Canons are pretty aesthetic. We can go over it real quick. Boom. Cliff notes. What is canon? It has established lore in popular media, TV, books, movies, comics, games, etc. The benefits of making a canon character is you have something that's steady. You got a blueprint of a character already. You got the blueprint down. You got everything done. It's already set for you. You just got to pick it up and go. It gives you acting practice. It gives you a steady personality from the character that you can work with. You have basic equipment. You don't have to invent anything. It's pretty much standard. And the cost of canon is accepting the benefits of the easy layout and having stuff like having stuff like the fandom come back at you and complain. Being advised that if you do any type of headcanon, any type of uncanon ship, people are going to throw a little bit of a fit there too. Now, I'm not saying everyone will, but that's the gist of it. I hope I've covered it pretty quickly. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these under 30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and stop here. I want y'all to have a good day, and yeah. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.